All right, today we're going to get into the top 5 reasons that LPT Realty might be a perfect fit for you. I'm Sam Cottle with Legit Agents and LPT Realty, and a lot of agents have come over to LPT with us and love the things that we love, but I want to make this video kind of explaining exactly why it could be a really good fit. As I've been around the people, the executives, the agents more and more, I have kind of a pretty strong avatar of who really likes it, and it's kind of a very diverse avatar actually. But these are going to be the 5 reasons why LPT Realty could be a good fit for you. And I'm talking to you as an established agent looking at a new brokerage, or you as a new agent looking for your first brokerage. Okay, the number one reason that LPT Realty is probably a good fit for you is because of the platform. The platform is a lot of different things, and we're going to go through a couple points here, but let's start with the compensation plans. If you check out the link up above, you can see the kind of LPT explained. We're not going to go into all the details of this, but these compensation plans give you a lot of flexibility. You can choose to be in the 100% commission plan, where you pay a flat fee per transaction that caps at $5,000, or you can be in the more traditional, cloud-based brokerage split, which is an 80-20 split that caps at $15,000. There's also ways to elevate into their luxury brand called Aperture, which is also part of the LPT Realty umbrella family. And your ability to move among these throughout your career as a real estate agent is super amazing. No other brokerage has this full thing, the brokerage for life model like LPT Realty does. Other things within the platform that you just don't think about until you're here is all the marketing options. There are so many print options available to you as an agent at LPT Realty on all of your listings. And then for you as an agent, if you're going out trying to get business, all kinds of other things you can take along. Now, some of this is free with a listing. We'll talk about that. But what I'm talking about is all these other options that are available all within the one platform of LPT Realty, and it's all actually in one website, LPT Connect as well. And then real quick, let me highlight the different levels of training and mentorship and community you can get at LPT Realty. Starting with LPT Plus. LPT Plus is something that I pay for. I pay $89 a month to get access to all kinds of things. Video is linked up above if you want to see what's in LPT Plus. And one of the things that comes along with it is some in-person masterminds at the headquarters just outside of Orlando. I was actually at one a couple weeks ago. I spoke on a couple of the panels and was able to get to know 100 like-minded agents that are trying to grow. If you're leading a team or want to lead a team, then there's LPT Team Growth Plus, which is similar to LPT Plus, but it's really based around being a team leader, where you have regular virtual and in-person gatherings and masterminds where you get to hear from Robert Palmer, the founder, where he gets to speak into your business, where you're just in the rooms that get you to the next level. And then next, there's LPT Specialized Disciplines. So this is just kind of a slew of other things that people want to elevate their business, access to more luxury stuff, access to more marketing, access to a lot of other things. And we'll go into details about exactly what that is, but really what I want to display by showing you LPT Plus, LPT Team Growth Plus, and Specialized Disciplines. There's just all these different tiers of stuff that you can opt into and pay for, or not opt into if your business isn't at the point where that's something you need. And there's no judgment on that. And I've been so refreshed to hear the founder and get to know the founder. The way he talks about these things, there is no judgment on one to the other. The flat fee compared to the luxury. He doesn't think one is better than the other. He goes on and on and on about how your individual definition of success is all that matters here. And he's created this platform so that you can achieve that and never have to leave. And then finally, let me talk about the in-person events, because these are here to support you as well, and they're really kind of unique for a big brokerage like this. There's monthly in-person events at the offices outside of Orlando, and the offices are in an old, kind of college. There's classrooms, there's a bigger room where the Motivational Monday studio is, and you can do stuff in there. But then these smaller rooms, some of them have doors set up where you can practice door knocking. And they run these kind of labs to where agents can show up and hone their skills that actually make them money on a regular basis. And they've just created a really unique home to make agents better agents. Additionally, there at the headquarters, there's going to be quarterly events, but right now we're kind of at a weird time. So we'll have 2 this year, and we'll have the next one in the spring. But these are small, couple hundred people events. They're very cheap to go to, $100 to $200. There's a cheap hotel that's walking distance from the headquarters, and it's just making this in-person experience more accessible for everybody. Then there's a big conference once a year, a big resort style conference. It's, $1,000, probably close to $1,000 for your hotel room. It's that bigger conference experience that feels a bit more corporate, and you don't have as much like small community. You're not engaging in like how you're growing your business as much, but that's where they've kind of had these two different things. One, to experience this big thing all together, and then other to have this smaller learning and growing environment together on a regular basis as well, which is just kind of unheard of for a big cloud-based brokerage. Right now, LPT Realty has 20,000 agents and they're growing like crazy. They're gonna keep it feeling big and small at the same time. Okay, the second reason LPT could be a really good fit for you is because of their flexible team structures. So say you wanna run a team. Previously, I was at eXp Realty. If I wanted to start a team there, the minimum split I have to take as the team leader is 20% of every deal. Now, if I'm providing the leads, obviously I'm taking more than that. A lot of my leads come from YouTube, so they're really good. I'm definitely taking at least 50%. But if someone else closes a deal on their own, they're door knocking, they're doing open houses, and they get a deal on their own, then I have to take 20% of that as well. LPT Realty has no set minimum on teams. You could take a flat fee on deals, you could take a certain amount and it caps, and there's all different ways that you could arrange it that makes sense for your agents to make more money. Now, if you're providing a ton of value, a ton of leads, obviously as the team leader, you're getting compensated for that. But the flexibility of the structure just lets you be in charge of what that business looks like. And there's a lot of teams at LPT Realty that do it very different from each other, so you get to really kind of see how it works for everyone else and learn from them as well. All right, the third reason that LPT Realty could be a really good fit for you is if you're a team leader or you're a broker, you own your own brokerage, you can come into LPT Realty, make more money yourself, and your agents can make more money because now they can be in this flat fee model that caps at $5,000. They get more of their money. You might be getting the same amount of split from them, but now all of a sudden they're making more money. They're happier. They're not looking for other options. They're not trying to build this parachute and leave eventually, as a lot of team members do. And then all the cost of liability gets wrapped up into those fees. Instead of that having to come out of your pocket, now it comes out of production of the agents. Their E&O insurance and all those kind of things comes out of that. And of course, as a team leader or a broker owner, you're leading your agents and training your agents. And now some of that would get to be outsourced to LPT Realty and the leadership and culture that Robert Palmer is providing to this whole brokerage. And you get to go sell more houses or go be with your family more or retire or do all kinds of things. And whatever your individual definition of success would be the box we're looking at to check right there. All right, number 4 reason that LPT Realty could be a great fit is the marketing options. And I told you we would get to these, and I was actually on a call the other day with an agent moving from Sotheby's to LPT Realty. She's joining us at LPT Realty and Legit Agents. If you're interested in joining us, you can schedule at the link in the description. But one of the things she said was she just doesn't get access to marketing materials. Now, she's willing to print them and pay for them and do all these kind of things, but her broker wouldn't even let her use them. She was able to get postcards, and she had to handwrite invitations for her open houses. That's all that they would help her get. Other than that, she had to do all of it on her own. At LPT Realty, let's start with the Power Pack. You can see the Power Pack has tons of stuff in it. You get one of these for free with every single listing. If you want to buy an open house prospecting pack, you want to buy direct mail, you can do all that within the platform, and it's all super affordable because LPT Realty owns the print shops. Additionally, at a lot of brokerages, you have to be part of some kind of luxury program to get luxury marketing materials. At LPT Realty, if you have a listing that's over $700,000, you get access to the luxury collection. The luxury collection has all different kinds of options, and it has these different tiers that include billboard ads and direct mail and all kinds of signage and all different kinds of things, but mostly it's printed materials for your listing. And I actually just got a sneak peek of the new property collections that they're coming out with. And as you watch this video, they might already be out, but the property collections are kind of that in between of you don't just want the standard Power Pack and you don't want the luxury stuff. And in my market in Tampa, I run into this all the time where, yeah, the price point is up into the luxury, but it's not really a luxury property and it's not in a luxury area. Even if it's near the beach, I have a listing coming up that's $2 million. It's walking distance from the beach, but it's not really a luxury house. With the property collections, I can do this elevated marketing that incorporates my brand color, that incorporates a little bit more of this digital push or a little bit more of this direct mail. And I pay for it, but it's the access to those kind of things. I don't have to design it. I don't have to think about the pieces that I need. I need to go in there and upload the photos and select it. And I They print them and they send them to me within days. That kind of access is just unheard of at other brokers. And then the last reason here on the list of why you might want to join LPT Realty, it's actually the number one reason. It's vision, it's leadership. Robert Palmer is set to make the best brokerage ever, to make a brokerage for life, to make a home where every agent can succeed and meet their individual definition of success. And he's giving access to all kinds of things within this platform. And this guy, he doesn't have to work. Instead of retiring early, he decided, I'm going to start this platform that helps entrepreneurs succeed. I'm going to make it easier than ever for them to succeed in real estate with this platform I'm going to create. And he is obsessed with it. And in the midst of this, he's celebrating agent achievements and team achievements far more than he's celebrating broker and growth achievements of the brokerage overall. And after being at EXP, this is refreshing. He's not talking about how awesome LPT is. He's talking about how awesome LPT's agents are, how awesome LPT's teams are. He's not talking about himself or the executives. He's not telling the story about how cool they are or how fast they're growing, even though those things exist. And he's also not talking about how to come here and get rich not selling real estate. No, this is about selling real estate. It's about helping consumers buy and sell homes. That's why brokerages exist. Yeah, there's rev share available. There's passive income available. It's not the main thing. So he keeps the main thing, and that's incredibly refreshing. And I've heard him say in multiple settings that that will always be the main thing. That rev share or the presentation on stage, the tone of an event, there'll never be something that he focuses on out of his own mouth. So I know, big list today. I think there's a lot of reasons why people are joining LPT Realty. These are the 5 that I'm seeing be the biggest ones right now. If you're interested in joining, you're interested in talking a little bit more, I'd love to hop on a call with you. You can book a Zoom call at the link down in the description or scan the QR code there on the screen. And as always, thanks for coming by.